Hi, Krista.
Hey, is that you, Paul?
Yeah, Oni.
Everybody appeared as Krista for me.
Okay, you need to change. I just changed.
How did you change it?
Just hover your name and click on more.
Which, oh, me and that. Okay, got it. Rename.
Yeah.
Got it. I don't know how I missed the time. I thought it was 1 to 2. That is how I had blocked it off on my calendar.
I'm actually signed up for that inclusion thing. The volunteer for that today.
Oh, I have a staff meeting with Amir's staff meeting also.
Oh.
Hey. Hey, Tim. Can you hear us?
Okay.
Are you able to hear us, Tim?
Great.
Tim, can you hear me?
And one of the biggest things that I think is necessary in any job is being able to communicate, whether that's in an email or face-to-face. They're a much better face-to-face, but most jobs, you're emailing people, you're writing things down, you're drawing up reports. And if you're missing grammar, if you're not communicating well, if you're not capitalizing your eyes, like it is painful. And it is going, I do not want future professionals are not capitalizing their eyes in their emails, coworker to coworker, business to business, whatever. That's my concern.
Tim, hey, how's it going? Tim, can you hear me? Why does my name say Christina? Let me rename this. This is weird.
You already did.
Right, it's this text language that the students are getting used to. And I encourage them to capital their eyes and let them know they're important.
Can you guys hear me? This is really weird. I'm hearing somebody talking.
Yeah, sorry, I have another thing on. Maria, I just changed your name.
Word, but
I did too. I just put my pronouns in there, so I'm good. Yep.
So the other thing that comes next is a lot of time.
Can we stop that?
When we're teaching in the classroom, a lot
I don't know if we can stop that noise.
What is called project-based learning, and so we.
Hey Maria, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Projects, and then have to present that project and whatnot. And Krista kind of mentioned this a little bit about her projects are, like 3-year-long projects.
Sweet baby
planning. But is this project?
Tim, you need to change your name.
Learning, applicable or teaching.
Yeah, because it says Krista D. Herrera.
Communication skills, and it ties everything up in a bow or has, kind of the project-based emphasis.
So you just click on those 3 buttons up on the right.
Kind of
and
what
then there's a rename on there. Do you see where your picture
What are your guys' thoughts with regard to projects and whatnot?
and then you click on there, and then you can rename yourself.
All right, so you guys are good? I'm gonna bail out.
I agree. I think projects are a great way to learn, and it shows an achievable goal.
What is that noise, Jim? You're on mute, babe.
Hey, Krista.
Yeah.
That other conversation is going to go away, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get out of
I
it.
think maybe educators, though, what we could do better is make those projects, the project-based learning, real world. And maybe even more community-minded, like we did a class one time at Red Canyon where the science teacher and business teacher and English teacher all got together to clean up how many people are using this trail? What's the trash like now compared to what it was 5 years ago? Why?
Actually, I need to
analyzing data, from the streams and things like that, and make it more real world and based where they live.
I shouldn't have had.
I think would be more powerful.
I feel like we're running on a shoestring and a prayer here.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
Let me go full screen. This one. Go. Great. Okay, since we lost Krista, I think we've gained back our control. So.
Okay.
All right. How's everybody doing?
It's a rough day.
Rough day.
Rough day. I get a lot of shit done, but this has been a rough day.
Have been in back to back from 7 a.m.
Oh my God. Sounds brutal. Okay, Tim, what do we got to do? Anything? Do we need to talk about anything, or are we all set?
I guess if you guys are all set with everything, I think, the same format of what we went through we talked about last night. Let's just go. I'm not happy with this shirt. How's that?
Are we live on YouTube right now?
Yeah, it'll be recording on YouTube. So everything's going through all that. Really, babe?
What the hell? They better edit that shit.
Really, babe? But yeah, so this will record every. How's my collar, babe? Is
I mean, the shirt is jacked. There's nothing you can do. Unbuttoning won't help. Maybe fold your collar a little bit.
I need some collar stays.
You could go real low and be like one of those guys.
Right, that's what I don't want to do.
Pavan, are you not going to be on camera? Then I can turn my camera off too.
No, I think Pavan wants that other image of himself on there so he can do some catfishing.
Catfishing, what is that?
True.
Catfishing. There you go.
I'm trying to figure out what background should be suiting. I want to change my background.
So we just got out of the event coordinator for the center and Pride Fest. Just presented, all the stuff that they're going to be doing in Pride Fest and all this stuff. So I think I got a meeting with them because they want to go cashless for Pride Fest next year. So
Right.
Yeah.
I want to meet with them and pitch the concept. So hopefully we can get in front of them.
At 2 p.m., unfortunately, I have to join another call. I'll keep both open.
Okay.
My boss set up a staff meeting at 2.
Oh.
His boss kind of had a all hands at the time that my boss has his staff meeting regularly. So he had to move his meeting, and then it came on top of everything else that we had. So.
Well, as long as Pavan can handle all the technical stuff and all, something comes up on that side.
Pawan can handle everything.
Good,
Pawan
then
is the AWS expert.
He's doing all the talking then, if that's going to be the case.
Look at that. See,
Yeah, I'm trying to change the background.
you don't need to. Your background is fine. Just leave it as is. I set my background a while ago. I don't even, I didn't set it for this.
Yeah.
One
Are
of
you
the
at
things
work,
that,
Maria?
Yeah.
Lucky for you. We just heard that we're going to stay home for another 9 months.
You know what? That makes me so mad. I have such anxiety of being at work. It makes me like really angry. So don't be like complaining that you have to stay home.
I just hate this. Absolutely hate this.
I
Anyway.
just hate it too. This COVID sucks.
Okay, sorry, Tim. You were going to
no
say
worries.
something.
No, the only thing I was gonna, that just came up and we've never really discussed it is titles. I think, how do I introduce everybody? It really is the unbuttoned shirt too much?
Oh my
Then-
God.
wanna
That's
look-
good. Go with that look. It's a little,
Okay.
the unbuttoned one doesn't look too much though you kind of do look like you're a silver fox going after.
I know. I don't want to be
papers,
I don't want to be the Guido.
I would say you probably should be the CEO of everything.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're leading everything and all that
Yes.
stuff. I mean, if I wasn't working, I'd want to be the CEO because I want to be the boss lady.
Well, you
Yeah.
want to be the boss lady of everything anyway.
Well, I do. And I have to apologize because last night I was in such a bad mood. It
You
was not
guys can
cool.
both co-CEOs.
Okay, yeah, that's a good plan. And I could be like, who's your daddy? Boom.
Really, Ben?
That's right. But yeah.
Unless Pawan wants to be CEO too.
No,
He's
I don't want to be CEO.
He
No.
wants to be big pimpin' spending G's.
I just want I want to be a worker. That's it.
So I can be COO, and then you two can fight between the chief technology officer because I think we need one of those.
Uni is CTO.
Your CTO? Well, Uni always wanted to be CTO. He always did.
Yeah, Uni is CTO.
And then you can be what's Pavan going to be the
Pimp Daddy?
Well, I was thinking chief people person or something like that. He's our
Pawan
chief
can
pimp
be the
daddy in
financial
charge.
CFO.
Yeah, CFO. You're the financial guy. That's right. There we go. Now we're done. Wow, and this is recorded, so this is how it works, people.
That is how it works.
Do we know how many people are going to be on this thing?
No, that was one of the things I was going to try and figure out was to see how many people were on. There is another session that's going on with another group. So I don't know. And I haven't seen the numbers today of who's been attending all of these discussions. So let me text her.
I mean, are we letting people in, or are you letting people in, Tim?
I have no idea. That's what I'm
Oh, let's
texting
see.
right now.
Okay, panelists. Okay, so I see the attendees. We can switch there, but there's nobody coming in, so we can let people in if we need to, I think. But you can.
I see you. Yeah, they may come in and it may calculate it from there. There it is.
So Umi, 9 more months. You guys are working from remotely. 9 months, man. That's pretty cool, actually.
No, I don't want to do that.
But is it just like there's just too many meetings, or what?
Yeah. Meeting fatigue. We are in meetings from 6:37 in the morning most days.
you.
What is that sound? Is that from yours, Murray?
Yeah, it sounds like she's shuffling stuff around.
No, there's like some, like as if something is running in the background, like some sort of a pump or something.
It's probably me. It's probably the filter.
There's a fan or something, or
Which I'm going to mute myself. Does it go?
yep.
All right, well, I don't know what is going to happen and how this all works.
I mean, the other option would be that, you know, nobody shows up and then we just visit for a while and we're done. And then all the pressure is off and we have a great presentation and we're back to what we need to do.
You can control the show if you all are good. Steve said that they have you running.
I think she
Where are you
meant
seeing that
David.
at?
It's in the chat. So you can just click on the chat. That was her. She typed it to say bye because there was all kinds of noise and we could hear everything that was happening.
Okay. She's out. So what do you guys got going? Okay. Okay. Okay, because I'm not seeing any, so if there's no attendees, that means no one's come in yet. Right? Okay, so when it'll be like a normal, let someone in, you know, something will pop up, right? And let them in. Pop in, yeah. Attendees popping up.
And then you can manage.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can make any of them.
Mute them and all that.
You can also make them.
Gotcha. Yeah, if I have to pass it off. Okay, so then we just wait for attendees to pop up, and then what if no attendees pop up? Do we?
We are recording, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So what are we giving it? Like 15 minutes, Tim?
Yeah, we'll wait for people to pop in, and if you know, I can see. Thank you. I can see people pop in, and if they, you know, they pop in. So what we'll plan on, you know, we'll just wait it out, and if not, I think we still do the presentation because it is being recorded, and we can still use it. Okay. This is an opportunity for a good marketing tool. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I say we vote on this. Let's vote. And just so everybody knows, my vote is weighted like 3 times higher than your guys' votes.
Really, babe? Yeah. But it is all being
So
recorded.
is this like one of those things where there are multiple sessions going on at the same time and people can pick and choose which one they want to attend?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
There is one other session going on, another panelist also at the same time on that one. So yeah. So yeah, we'll you know, people pay to attend the entire conference, and so they can pick and choose what
Got it. Yeah.
activities they can go to, you know, they can participate on. So I'm on also at the same time, I'm on a virtual marketplace. So there's certain time frames in between each panelist discussion, there is a virtual chat. So people can go to these vendors and participate, you know, ask questions and check into their products and do all that kind of stuff from there if they want to be able to do that.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of how we're doing that. So why don't we do this? We'll give it 10
Like
minutes.
5 more minutes.
Like
Because-
5 more minutes?
Yeah, because if we've got if we, like they said on here, give it 5 minutes in general for people to roll in. So I say we just get started because we're going to be losing Uni and Pavan, or I don't know about Pavan, but Uni for sure.
Great.
Do we want to get started, Tim?
Sure. Go ahead
Okay.
and get started. Uni, Pavan, are you guys good?
Yes.
What if we don't like the presentation? Can we forbid them from posting it? Huh?
No, but I don't know if we can adjust it and all that kind of stuff, but no, we can't forbid them.
Then it's not a good marketing tool.
We can use it for ourselves.
It's out there in the world.
Well, let's go ahead and get started. Well, welcome everyone to the Golden Hotel and the CFEA conference that we've got going for this year. We are Zipline Ordering app. I've got with me today Maria Lopez, who is one of the co-CEOs of the company. Uni, who is one of our Chief Technology Officers, and Pavan, who is one of our Chief Technology Officers, and my name is Tim Taylor. I'm one of the CEOs also of the organization. Tell you a little bit about what we're, who we are and what we're doing and why we came to pull together this app. We, Maria and my and our company, we are also a company that provides bar services for events, festivals, venues, large and small events. And one of the things that we saw and we noticed in the event industry, in any kind of industry, we see at the bar business that it takes a while for people to get through lines when they're ordering, under a bar service or really kind of any line in any kind of situation in a large festival. And we realized that when we run a cash bar for a large organization, our goal is obviously to, we understand that on festivals that there's a lot of revenue that's at stake. And a lot of the festivals run bars, bar services as a profit, as an opportunity to be able to make more money on their, for their organization. So we pride ourselves in providing a high quality service, speed, accuracy, and great customer service at the same time. So we saw a need out there was to be able to expedite those lines. We noticed that with a lot of these lines, people spend an average of, when they go to order, they're spending anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes to be able to place their orders. And if you're 9 to 10 people deep in a festival, you know, that can translate to a lot of money loss under any kind of opportunities that are out there. So what we started to work with Uni and Pavan on coming up with an idea, and the idea was, you know, what if we were to be able to have the guests be able to place their order wherever they're at within a festival grounds or any kind of location at the festival they're attending, not only see what kind of festivals are out there, but see, you know, where they could place their orders, and then all they have to do is place their order. We would notify them when the order's ready. They would use the app to be able to place their order, you know, play with a credit card, and then keep on going on from there. So we saw that as an opportunity to be able to expedite lines. So thus came up with the idea behind Zipline ordering. And Maria had brought the idea to Uni and Pavan, and they felt that this was a great opportunity to partner up with us, invest in the organization, and utilize their resources and their expertise to bring to market technology that is coming up and coming around, and be able to come out with everything that's going out there. So this brought us to the opportunity to be able to bring to market an ordering app. Maria, if you'd like to say something.
Yeah, I think the other thing that we really saw from doing events day in and day out was that folks would spend all this time planning, all this money, all this energy and effort, and then their event can be ruined because lines were so long. And that really was the impetus of why we created this solution. And so we're really excited to kind of talk more about this. I did want to allow Uni and Pavan to kind of talk about their background. The reason we really feel like this is a great solution for you guys is that we have event experts. Tim is an event expert. We've been doing this for a long time. And Uni and Pavan have backgrounds in technology. So this is a great synergy for us to bring, you know, technology-based event solutions. So we're really excited, and I just wanted to give these guys a chance to kind of talk about who they are and the expertise they bring to the table.
Okay. Thanks, Maria. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, so, you know, I have been in the software engineering and technology industry for 20 plus years, managing teams that develop software for big corporates, you know, cloud native applications that can scale to support millions and billions of transactions on a daily basis. So we have a lot of expertise, and Maria and I have done our MBA together, and that's how we know each other. And we've done some projects where we've done market feasibility studies for apps like this and similar applications. And we felt like this is a great opportunity to introduce technology into this industry to enable, like Tim mentioned, great customer service, reduce the time that people spend in lines and let them enjoy the festivals or whatever events they are at. So yeah, so that's my background, and I'll let Pavan speak about his background.
Sure. Thanks, Uni, Maria, and Tim. Yeah, I'm the technology field from past 15, 16 years, and I'm enthusiast with the data, with the latest cloud technologies on how we can empower some of these things, scalability and ease of using apps, and how data-driven knowledge of these apps is my something that always enthusiasts me. So that's the reason why I partnered up with the team here, and we have bring up a great product, and which we'll showcase you in the next couple of minutes.
Great.
Thank you, guys. One last thing I did want to add is one of my passions is the marketing piece and how we can leverage data to be able to make really informed decisions about where we're putting our limited capacity for investments. I think when you go into an event, it's sometimes, how much product are we using? what kind of person is coming? How do we let them know what we're doing? And so this application can help with all that as well. So we're really excited. We've really worked hard on this. This has been 2 years of blood, sweat, and tears. And so we're ready to kick it off. Tim, are you going to start us off and share your screen?
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and get the ball rolling. So here is kind of, we put together a little bit of a mini PowerPoint to go through really kind of how we came to where we're at, what's the functionality of the app itself, how the flow of information comes through, how the flow of ordering comes through, and what you can utilize it for, and how to develop it and go from there. So what we kind of going off of what Maria was saying on the marketing side, we did some research on working with some of the DU alum professors and all that. And what we were able to do is really open up this market a little bit more. We first were really looking at, should we just stay in the festival business? Should we stay in, large events and small events and all that? I realize that this now with COVID and everything that's going on right now, we have a really good opportunity to bring to market a contactless, expediting the lines processes so that people aren't really standing in line for very long, and be able to expand our opportunities, not only from the bar business, but into food, merchandise, and really kind of any product that can be sold within with any kind of structured environment that's out there. So that's kind of where we are looking at and seeing what we can do. So where we're going to go from here is, let me get into it and go from there. Basically, what we're able to do is we developed it. It's now live and under the Apple, the Apple App Store and the Google Play. So it's the two main areas where we can download the app. We're basically looking at where everything's going and how it's coming through from there. So some of the top features that we're going to go through today is the ability to be able to search events, create your account really quick, track the orders that are out there, get notified all the way through. And it's a safe and secure portal to be able to keep through, keep the transaction going through for everything.
And before you move on, I think one point I really quickly wanted to touch on is the notification process. So you will be told when your order is placed. You'll also be told, notified when your order is ready. And so that's really cool. So there's a contactless pickup feature there. Also with the pivot that we've made in phase 2, we've been able to also drop off to a table or a car. So those are really exciting features that we have.
Yep. So after you've downloaded the app, you're basically looking at what we designed was, the goal is to be able to show where the Zipline ordering app is being used anywhere in your area or in any kind of location. So a search for festivals, a search for stadiums will signify where Zipline is being used at. Once you get in, then we'll go through kind of you'll choose the vendor, or you'll choose the items that you want. We'll categorize them, and then they can make a selection from there. And then it's a quick order and pay, and then we'll notify you when the order's ready to be able to come over and pick it up. So when we were going to create how do we create the whole process? So what we basically looked at was, what is that customer flow? How does everything come in? Where does it go? Who manages what, and what is the necessity? And in order to get from point A to point Z, how do we get them all the way through? So this is kind of how we were looking at everything, and how to get through. And so we'll go through that, a little bit of that now. So what we were able to do in order to manage in order to manage the orders coming through, we wanted to be able to needed to have an administrative portal in the background of the app. So when a guest comes into they download the app, we have a QR code that'll be on site for a lot of the venue or a lot of the festivals. The QR code will help them download the app, and once they open it up, they'll be able to start seeing where they're at as far as the event and what bars they can look at. And then that way, everything feeds over to the admin portal, which is then a web-based system that the back of the house system is going to be using. So that's that was one of the areas that we're going to go into now. So basically, for the organizer and the back of the house system is what they would do is they come in through here and they would set up they'd set up the festival itself. So in here I've shown a couple examples of 3 festivals that we've got in that are on site that people would be able to participate in. And basically what they're going to be doing is they're going to name the space, put in the address, and then that'll calculate out of Google the longitude and latitude of the location and the dates. So the nice thing about this app is that the time frame will be based on the time frame of the event itself. After it's done, it'll shut down so that people will not be able to order outside that time frame. They wouldn't be able to get the order placed anyway. We also wanted to add in a geographic mapping aspect to it, so that way we can either place the order in a specific area, or in reverse, like Maria was saying, to be able to have that ability to be able to deliver product to a specific location. So the organizer sets up the event itself. Now they can go ahead and set up a location, and a location can be considered to be a bar, a food truck, a merchandise tent, whatever needs to be purchased. There's an opportunity to be able to set up that particular location. The good thing is we can start setting longitude, latitudes into particular areas. One of the things that we're also looking at to develop with the stadiums is can we put them at their seats, and that therefore they would be offered any merchandise or vendors or food and beverage in a specific area, so that way their orders wouldn't be flying all over the place. They would be able to go in a specific area. The benefits to the stadiums would be is they can add staff on to deliver the food and beverage or whatever to the actual guest's chair or their seat. So that's kind of the benefits of the locations and bar locations. So the good thing is when you're looking at a large festival that can be in a large footprint, there can be multiple bars within multiple areas of the footprint of the entire the festival itself. So that's a good positive aspect to that. Within there, so now we've set up the festival, we set up the locations within. Now we can go ahead and start setting up products. So within the products, we can now add in pictures, we can add in logos, we can add in descriptions. For this one, we're putting in drinks, and then we're putting a little description behind it. We have that ability to be able to set the product up with a description that goes on from there. We also have the ability to be able to have multiple items. So at this particular bar, we have multiple items that are within that particular bar. So you have that ability to be able to have multiple areas with similar products, if that's going to be the case, or they can be specific to that particular location. Within one of the things that we are working with and that we did add on was modifiers. So we have the ability to be able to have someone that wants, say, in particular, they wanted a vodka soda with a lime. They can order the vodka. We can brand the vodka also at the same time, which is great. And then a soda, and then they can add on the lime. And then they can also send back to us in the back of the house any kind of details. Maybe they want a double lime, or they want a little bit less than, they want a double shot, and they can add on extra shots if they want to be able to do on that. So we have that ability to be able to have them modify what they're wanting to have on their order. So now they've been able to place their order. They've got that ability to be able to, to the bar location they have. Now, how do we manage the back of the house? The way I looked at this is I came from the restaurant industry and came from a high volume aspect of it and said, okay, I've got all these orders coming in. We want to make sure that this is being pushed out as fast as we can do it. So the idea is we would have bartenders or food people, if the menu is limited to a certain amount of stuff, we now can manage the flow, the activities all the way through the entire activities of all the events. So now what we do is we get to see all the orders coming in. When an order comes in, we have the ability to do something with it. We now can see, we have a timer on it that tells us how long it's been sitting there. We also have to implement the ability as we're notifying the guest of what's happening with their order. We want to keep them up to date. So in other words, when an order comes through, we tell them, hey, we're moving quickly, we're moving fast. Your order is going to be ready in 5 minutes. So we notify them, hey, the order is going to be ready in 5 minutes. The next step is we've confirmed that it's done. Now it's ready to be picked up. The minute the guest comes in and is able to pick it up, we've then notified them again as a final aspect of it that the order has been picked up. For any kind of bar activities or any kind of liquor activities where we would have to do an ID check, we do remind them that when they come to the bar, they do need to be able to present their ID when they come to pick up their products. Therefore, that way we don't have to worry about kids coming to pick something up. If it's food, fine, not a problem. We can let them take it from there, but we do tell them that they do have to have an ID ready when they come to pick everything up. So with that, then we have the ability to be able to have a lot of things happening at the same time, so we can push out in multiple locations how much product's coming through. The back of the house understands really what's the flow of activities coming in, so they know how much products to make, and then that way all they're doing is producing product, and that way the guests can come out and pick up what they want.
And
so
I just wanted to add in here, I think these are just great screenshots of what the app user will see. This is how the app will look on the phone, and then they'll be able to kind of look at where they want to order from. They'll be able to place their order and pay, and then it will show them and they'll be able to pick it up. So this is just a really good overview of what the consumer, the customer would see.
Yep, great point. And that's what I'm gonna do is take you into the app. So app downloads, the first thing that they see where all the events are at, what's a map that'll tell them where everything's at. They can also do a search if they're looking for a particular event, stadium, bar, whatever. They can look and see what's available under the zip line.
Before you go on there really quickly, could you go back to that previous slide?
Mm-hmm.
This will really be a cool ecosystem that we're developing. So as we get more and more events, if we have multiple events at a night, somebody will be able to just search what events are happening. So the app functionality will get to a point where, hey, I can find cool events that are happening near me, and it'll be just additional marketing for events that folks are having.
Yep. Great. Okay, so now sign up. So they can actually place their order ahead of time, or they can start placing their order at one point in time when they're ready to start paying and getting set up. They now have the ability to go ahead and sign in either through Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Twitter, or they can just sign up as a guest and they can come straight through and go in from there. So they have the ability to be able to see everything and go and sign up and go on from there. So they've created an account. We do have the function. We will be looking at the functionality of an ID aspect in it, but until ultimately the bottom line is we still need to make sure we check the ID anytime that a guest comes to a bar location. So they create their account, and then they can start the location. Once they get to their festival, they can go into the location, start looking at what is the offering at each particular location. In this situation, we're showing that here are all the items that are offered at this bar. They just click on the number and add to the cart. And that gives them a total of what they're doing. And here's where the modifier is that they can come in and say, okay, we can create a vodka soda with orange juice. However, we can add on from, they can create their modifier from there. Then once they place their order, they've got a summary of here's what it's going to look like. Then they have that ability to be able to go in and place their order or pay for everything, place their order, and here's a confirmation of where they're going to check out, how the order is going to come through, and what's it going to look like. And then as this area shows really the process of what they're getting notified. So once they place their order, the bar or the food truck or whoever can come back in and say, okay, we've received your payment, your order's confirmed, we're preparing it, we're going to tell you how long it's going to take. Once the order's ready, we'll notify you when the order's ready, and then then they can come in and pick up their drinks, and then they're notified when the drinks are all ready to go. So pretty much the process is, informative of them. They know when it's coming in. They can notify us. Really kind of the good aspect of the notification system is we can now be able to do either any kind of marketing push. We can do a notification push. So we're getting close to the end of the festival, and we have food truck has a bunch of inventory they need to get rid of. They can do a discount. They can push it out to everybody that's been on the app and has ordered anything, and let them know that there's a deal out there, there's an offer. We can also have the ability, kind of getting back to the marketing aspect, that a particular brand can do a push if they want to do something specific at their booth or anything like that. They can do a marketing push to all the guests that have arrived there and do something with what they have. So we're pretty much the basis of the whole app is based on expediting the orders and getting everybody through, and having that ability to be able to expedite and have less touch points and move everybody through and get everybody taken care of. At this point in time, go ahead. You got anything?
I just wanted to say, excellent job. You did a great job explaining it. I loved it, and well done.
Thank you. Pavan, anything you have to say?
Yeah, this was a great time. I mean, yeah, this was the great presentation, and I think we did encompass all the features that we built into the app and to the admin tool. So yeah, great job there.
Thank you. Well, given that, I think that's where we've got anybody other questions or any other comments, then that's us, and that's where we're at. We appreciate everybody's help, and I appreciate everybody's input on building the app and building the background of the whole system. And I appreciate Maria and Pavan and Uni's support and development of where we're at. But we're looking for good things out of this.
First of many presentations. Can't wait. And we're going to be kicking ass and taking names.
There we go.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care. Bye.